Welcome back to another episode of Three Fat Truckers. This is your old buddy Dave here, telling everybody this is episode 131,
Two.
132,
132.
133. Do
Flies
I hear a
by, we having
134?
fun.
Do I hear a 134?
I can't do it. I gotta
Take it
learn how to
away,
do
Bill.
that. I gotta learn how to do that.
I'll tell you what, it takes a knack to do that. I've
It does.
tried it, and when they send them to an actual school
Yeah.
to learn how to do that, and everyone's different. They got their different little cadence and words they use in between, and I don't know.
There's got to be a technique to learning it, and a technique
I know a few
to
guys that can do it, but I'm like, I
It's
got
just
no idea.
it's just arguing with your wife. You just got to repeat it over and over and over.
Well, we had a guy. It was at one of our
Arguing with your
truck
wife.
shows. We had a guy walk up to our booth and showed us
Oh, yeah.
that he was a ringer.
He was
Anyway.
the one. He was the one speaking a ringer. Had that ring in the back of his neck. You pulled it, and it said, "My fault." You know.
Oh yeah, folks, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
Bill. It's good to be here. Like Dave said, it's episode 132. Hit us up on the socials. We're on Facebook. We got a Facebook page, Facebook group. Dave makes lots of little ticky tack videos and YouTube shorts and reels for the.
Boy, they really was commenting on him last week. He hit a
Yeah,
nerve.
boy, they hit like a sledgehammer, don't they? But anyway, how's it going with
Instagram,
you?
X.
Yeah, Instagram, X, all that stuff. How you doing, Steve?
I am here, and I'll see you next week.
Yep. Good. I could use an early night.
Not bad, not bad. I think this show here is going to be a little on edge and nervy. The subject we're going to talk about here because
Really contentious.
Every truck driver has an opinion on this. It might be the same as mine. It might not be, but
It's almost
everybody's
certainly the
entitled to
same.
their opinion, even if they're a friggin' idiot. So,
Yeah.
so how was your week, there, Dave?
I had a weird, excellent,
Weird,
busy week. I run a couple local ones, reloaded for Minnesota. Drove up there, delivered, and then tried beating the snow all the way back and didn't do it. 2.5 hours around Chicago, and then all the way back. And then I got back, reloaded, and went to Oklahoma and unloaded and come back from there and got back this morning. So not too bad of a week.
It's one of them, when you're up in Minnesota, they say, "What do you catch there?" He says, "Mostly pike."
I think Dave and I both got hit by the winter. He got hit coming out of Wisconsin through Illinois and Indiana, and I got hit coming out of New York into PA and Ohio there.
I
was
had
a
it
blast.
the first day, and we sent it over to Bill the second day.
Yeah, he hit it and then sent it my way.
I know everybody down here that did, when they hear about any type of snow, it's like up there in Indiana. Oh, we better get milk and bread.
Oh my God! The first thing the store
well,
here in Waynedale runs out of.
So, is milk? Are they making French toast?
That's what
don't
I thought.
understand.
Why does Storm make French toast? What's the
No,
big
there
French
was
toast?
one comedian used to complain. He's like, "Yeah, my mom was always the last one to the store, and she'd get the last pack of hot dog buns. And you get to school the next day, you'd have a peanut butter and jelly on hot dog bun, and everybody make fun of you."
That's
I
the
put
cool
peanut
kid.
butter and jelly on anything, though. I don't care.
A steak,
It's tough to get that
Well,
steak in a hot
bread-wise.
dog bun.
bread wise.
I've been using the street wraps here lately. I go ahead and throw a little bit of eggs and sausage and make me street wrap breakfast, street wrap
Oh, look at
lunches.
you.
I'll throw a broad in there for lunch.
Hillbilly gourmet.
There you go. That's called trucker living right there, eating out of the truck.
Well, back in the day when you used to go in there and you buy the ramen noodle packages and the Vienna sausages, potted meat. Bill knows what I'm talking about. You used to eat
Sure
that shit with a
as
damn
fuck
saltine
do.
cracker.
I don't know. That potted meat don't taste the same to me anymore.
Even saying it makes me cringe.
I mean, it is so salty, but I remember eating it just like it was dip when I was a
Well,
kid.
it's
growing
like
up.
anything. Once you find out what's in it or how they make it, something that you really like, you're like, I wish I'd have never known that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want to go in a Campbell's soup factory then. If you.
Well, no, you don't want to go in a hot dog factory or Slim Jim factory either,
No.
dude.
No.
When you see this vat of pink, looks like Pepto Bismol stuff, and they start squirting it in casings and rolling it out as hot dogs. And I'm like, okay.
I'm not sure if I'd be fazed by that or not. I've hauled my share of hot dogs, but I've never actually been in the plant to
Well,
see.
we used to haul the cleaner for a chemical company for them to clean out their stainless vats and mixers and stuff. And we're on the back side of the building instead of the front side. And there's the inedible trailer where they're chunking the shit that they don't put in the hot dogs or the Slim Jims. There was a smell. I couldn't eat Slim Jims for probably 5 years. It made me puke every time I smelled it because I watched and seen how they was made, and I'm like, oh my god.
I got one up on you, Steve. Eckridge here in town, I used to switch to trash dumpster on it, the compactor, and it was full of maggots and hot dogs and sausage and everything squished in the back with the trash. And and you talk about the smell.
No, both of you are going to know this smell because I know you've both done it. When you said go over to Campbell's and switch out the container for the juice can.
I was just sitting here thinking.
It is the rottenest, dirtiest, stinking smell, and when you tip it up and the juice rolls out and the maggots roll out with it.
And it's not just the box that we used to switch out, but the other boxes around it had rotten vegetables and everything because they would deliver those vegetables from all over, and a lot of them would get rejected and put into just regular roll-off boxes. It was
just nasty. Nasty.
Yeah.
I always liked watching the farmers bring the carrots in, the onions in, their little flatbed trailers and wagons over there, and so it's like, well, fresh vegetables. This time of year. The rest of the time they come in overseas container from Chile and Mexico, and
because it's still warm over there to grow them.
Yeah.
We don't go in there anymore, thank God, for now.
Or any less.
Well, we were switching that one box out quite a bit, and then I guess that all kind of came to a lovely halt. And I don't remember why. I knew why, but I don't remember it offhand right now. But thank God, because that was. You got some places that are just asinine, what you've got to go through to get in and out of these places, and that was one.
Well, that one was one of them.
Yeah.
One side of the building, back and forth, and it's like what, a half mile around the building to go.
Yeah, because you had to
back
go
out
through
on the street, back around.
Scale, get the unit, go get the paperwork, go back and scale, come back and get the paperwork.
Yeah,
and then take that paperwork over to the office.
Yeah.
Get the paperwork and then go back to the first gate again and then let them see that, and then they give you
and the gal in the office, he's like, wasn't you just here? No.
Hey, Richie Workman's in the house.
Hey,
Ran into Richie last week. That was fun. That was
tell your little story there.
Did you buy him dinner or what?
No, we didn't stop. I was on my way into Albany to a customer we hadn't been to 2 or 3 years, Dave. At least.
Yeah.
Was he asking how many kilometers you were going?
Canadian.
No, he spoke perfect English the whole time.
We had him on the show, dude. I know he speaks English.
He's speaking English the whole time.
And Bill was talking like a turban suburban.
Had to slow down a little bit to keep talking to him, but that was worth it, I think.
He's one of those food tank haulers.
Yeah, I think he said he was doing cornstarch. So, and
there you go.
Yeah, that was
Ain't
interesting.
too often you get to have a Canadian on your show and then run into him the next week. That's pretty cool.
I think that was planned.
Yeah. Could have been.
That was a well-executed plan.
You got you a stalker, Bill.
Oh, by the way, somebody else on TikTok wanted you to stop by. He was going to cook you some food. He lives up there in that same town because he sent a message on that too.
Oh, well, that's you give me. I'll give you the date. You give me the time.
You just got to get the passport, don't you?
Yeah. But I didn't see it till you were already out of there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to tell Bill if somebody was going to buy him dinner when he was up there. He said, I live in that town on TikTok.
Oh, Richie, I got to tell you, too, you was asking me if I was going to get out of the state before the storm came through, and the short answer is no, I didn't.
Not unless they move that lake.
I got to tell you, though, I got to tell you, New York was way better with their roads than PA was the worst. As soon as I crossed the PA line, I broke traction and never really regained it all the way across.
Snowshoe? Or what
No, it was across 90. I wasn't across
Oh.
80. So
Well, Indiana waits till there's at least 40 or 50 car accidents, and then they think they go out and salt.
I think PA
Oh no, they
just decided
pre-treat.
to.
Don't you remember?
No, they ain't even doing that this year. I haven't
they
seen it
don't
not
work.
once.
That
Not
costs
once.
too much money.
They're taking
Well,
a
you know
year
what
off.
That is because every
Taking
time
a
they
year off.
every time they would pre-treat a road, it when it snowed.
Yeah. So it's like,
Well, you're not gonna fool me once. You're not gonna fool me
We're
twice.
gonna save that money.
Yeah.
Well, hey boys, Mid America will be coming up here in
Really?
March.
God, we gotta start talking about that
It's
again,
coming
don't we?
up. I know. We're gonna be at booth 38054 this year, March 26th to the 28th. Come see us.
somebody wrote down the information I sent.
Oh, somebody did. I just
Yeah,
screenshot it. I got
we're
it
on
on
it.
picture day.
We are in there
And
like
speaking
swimwear.
of the truck show, the topic we're doing tonight is this truck
Oh, boy.
parking club. And they popped up at the Mid America show last year.
How dare they?
And as I'm doing a little research here, run into our buddy, old Bonehead Trucker, old Icon here, and he ran into them at the truck show also and did a little video about them. And then he started doing a little investigating on his own. If you got the time, go to YouTube and check out Bonehead Trucker and put in the parking club. And he's got a few videos on there, but the few I found on there shows him explaining why he thought it might be good and why he thought it might not be good. And all three of us have our own opinions on it, and they might be the same, they might not be. But also when we was at the Mid America Trucking Show, we ran into a company that was promoting Truckers Paradise Truck Stop in Gainesville, Texas. And it was going to be a full service truck stop at an old mall. And Ike was showing that, and all of a sudden he's like, well, looky here, truck parking club, all their parking spaces were going to be pay. And I'm like, well, I know why. Well, and now they're closed. They closed as of November. It didn't last too long. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I'm sure it might have a little something, but
It's gonna be real awkward if these people walk up to us at the trucking
I
truck
just
show.
I just tell them how it is. I mean,
Yeah.
You know.
'Cause, I mean, this. Come on.
well, and I even found an article here that we're going to go over, and it's from OIDA, where they're against this truck parking club,
as they should be.
and why they're against it, because they're claiming that this truck parking club is putting out false information.
No.
Yeah.
Seriously?
False information on the not being a shortage of truck parking and this and that and the numbers and everything. And we'll go through it a little more here as we go. But what do you guys think about pay for parking of this truck parking club?
I'll park in the street out in front of the place before I pay. Usually, okay. I have paid for parking.
Oh, I have to.
And that's just because you go, well, like, there's certain places where it's always been, at least in my time. You go out to the East Coast and whatnot.
Well, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
How many places have you been going to that's been free parking for years, and all of a sudden, now you have to pay?
Yeah. And then it just, more and more spaces become paid. It's not right. It's a money grab. And
and the
these places
videos
ought to be ashamed of
the
themselves.
one that's on Boneheads is a guy videoing a side street in front of a truck stop. Pretty much the guy, the video in it saying, hey, this is a public street. Yeah. And walks back here, and here's the signs, pay to park, the truck parking club. And you get on the comments, and truck parking defends themselves, saying this is not a public street. This is a private right-of-way, yada, yada, yada. And that they're able to have, the pay to park. And everybody, I can't say all the bad names they're calling them, but my thing is on it, if it's been free around a truck stop, I can see them helping drivers find more space. We already know them spaces are there. They're already free. we don't need to be charged to park in them free spots because we've been using them for years.
Yeah, just because
This
they're old
truck parking
stops.
club wants to make it safe. Supposedly, their thing is make it safer and more parking for trucks. That's fine. Go out and get us other spots that we do not know enough about or that were not accessible to us before. And I'm sure people would be glad to pay for something like that if it's a last resort. You know what I mean? But don't start taking over all the free stuff that we already have.
You know, Truck Parking Club is not the only egregious player in this space because, well, the Pilot where you were at, the Flying J where you were at out there in New Haven, Indiana, those spots that were along the outside that are closest to the building, those were free spots, and now they have been changed to reserved paid
from
parking.
behind the pumps all the way down to the end now is reserved.
So, and that is a disturbing pattern that I'm seeing more and more places that have spots that used to be free and now they're marked. This is not an answer to a crisis.
$10. It's $18.
Yeah, that
18. I mean, I stayed down there in Nashville at that TA just outside of town, and it was $10. That was a year ago, and that one, it was or not a TA. I think that's a Petro, isn't it? Right there.
Which one?
The one as you're coming out of Nashville there on 65, right before you get out of town there. There's a. It's either I think it's a Petro.
and probably yeah.
Yeah, and they have paid parking. It's half and half, and all you can always tell because all the free ones are full with the guys that's been there for a month, and everything else is paid.
Yeah.
But I paid. But I went on this website here, and I looked around Fort Wayne, and I'm like, okay, what are you offering for paid spot in our town? We have 8 locations. One of them is the old North American van line back in the back, which
is suitable for tractor trailer.
that is suitable for tractor trailers. The next one I found is an old road that they closed between Smith and Anthony, or Smith and Ardmore, which used to go by the gravel pit, and they put a note in it, box trucks and bobtails only down this road because they cut it off.
Nowhere to turn around.
There's nowhere to turn around. The second one is in Grable, right downtown Grable, Indiana, at the stop sign. There's a
Next to the donut shop?
next to
Bill?
the vacant lot. There's 4
Reserve that.
spots around that building that you can pay to park in. 4 or 3 on it there. The next one is out by our mall. There's a place called Northcrest and Coles and an old shopping center across the street, and they have 4 spots in there. One out along California
And they're
Road.
charging for those.
They're charging for those. These are all.
Get what they call the fuck out of here. I mean, and you know they're cashing in. Who they're cashing in on are the guys that work for out-of-state companies that are bringing their truck home for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
I did some research on this truck parking club, and the guy that is the owner, I got his information on here, but he was or is originally a realtor. Go figure. So he's a realtor, a real estate investor or something. He's just figuring out another way to rake in the cash,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And but pawn it off as helping truck drivers.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Don't help us. We don't need the help, bud.
Yeah,
Bill
we-
sent me a TikTok.
You're
of
screwing
this
us. Is
lady.
all you're doing.
Sent me a TikTok of this lady, and she goes on about this rant
Oh.
and rates, and she goes, the way you pronounced it and told everybody you were going to go out there and make and build new spots that wasn't from existing truck stops. But no, you went out there and took existing spots and just made
Yep.
them chargeable. That is basically
Made
what
them
you're
charge.
doing.
And what
Yes.
really gets me, like the one, well, it's a private right of way or whatever. It's a dead end street that's got a cul-de-sac at the back for people to turn around. And well, let's start charging.
And
you know?
people probably been parking there for years.
Yes, that's the thing. Why they're capitalizing on all the spots that everybody already has been using. It's just easy money is what they're seeing. Like I said, go out there and get the spots that we didn't know were out there to make more parking. He's not making any more parking. He's just capitalizing on what parking already is there.
Well, he's like, hey, I can charge $20 a park. I'll give you 10. I'll keep 10. Who's going to park downtown Grable around a building that nobody knows that's parking?
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying
Well,
that's
no,
got to be OTR drivers that come
well,
home.
in the way Bonehead was explaining it, and this will probably make it more realistic to you, it's like an Airbnb for parking. Is exactly what
It's
it
what
is.
it is, yes.
Exactly what it is. It's like an Airbnb for parking. You got the person that's got the parking spot. You got the guy looking for the parking spot, and he's helping them get together.
But you know what?
problem-
Here, when it comes down to it, if you're gonna make money off of parking, fine. But don't come at us with this shit that you're somehow improving our lives
There's no improvement. No.
with this shit. Don't come at us saying that you're out here to help drivers. You're providing a service for drivers. You can shove that right up your ass because you are doing nothing. You're one more person that's out here on the road taking advantage of the things that we have to deal with, because parking is huge.
How many of you remember back in the day, and I'll tell you one of them, the Detroiter up there in Michigan, the TAs and stuff, back in the day had the island in the middle as you pulled into the parking lot, and they would give you a ticket. And if you didn't have a receipt that you bought fuel or something in the shop there, it was $5.
Mm-hmm.
They were making sure that you were spending money at their establishment.
Fontana, California is still that way. You pull in, you go through the gate, they give you a ticket.
But otherwise, if you didn't have a receipt or didn't buy fuel, they were charging you $5 for.
I can almost let that slide because that's paying for security all night long and things like that.
That is different. I would pay. I would have no problem buying fuel there, going in, getting dinner, whatever, and then they just validate your thing. So when you pull
Exactly.
out, yeah.
And that's the way it used to be back in, years ago. I can remember that back in the 70s when I would ride around with my stepdad. So
I was a local driver in the 70s. I didn't get much over the road, but it was late
I remember
70s.
we would pull in the TAs and stuff like that, and it had that little concrete island, and pull up, and they're like, "Here's your ticket," just be a little skinny security guard in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Everybody's too greedy anymore.
Well, but hey, we've made it convenient. Just download the app and give it your credit card information. It's convenient.
Let's go through what I got up here.
Well, let's take a break. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and go through.
Because some of that stuff where they're talking about that is they're complaining because they're getting charged and they didn't use it,
Ooh.
or they got fines and they've got tickets and
that's a good.
They were
teaser.
never there.
All right, guys.
More of that back after this.
And that's how you do it.
Well,
But how do I get it out?
You used to have to suck the poison out first, Bill. You take your knife and cut a little X on it, and I told that guy, "I'm sorry, you're dying." Well, we're back.
You just
Oh,
got to
right.
pretend you're somewhere else.
Yeah. And how he ever bit his Peter, I don't understand that.
Well, when you've always got it out.
Did you not ever see that movie Jackass with the? I can't look.
No, I didn't see the movie.
Stuck his dick in the sock, and the sock was in the box.
The sock looked like a white mouse, and he put it in the cage with the fucking snake. And that snake
I called fake on that. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No,
see
the
that.
worst one was when they sat him naked on a rocking horse made out of a block of ice, and his nuts stuck to it, and they shoved him off. And you hear it rip, and there's a pile of skin and hair on the ice.
So sticking your tongue to the flagpole's not a good thing.
Oh no! They showed his nutsack stretching 3 inches when he pushed him off.
Okay. What were we talking about now?
Live action.
We're talking about parking, weren't we? How
Yeah,
did we
truck
get-
parking. Let's Let's get time on target here.
But okay, here we are. I just Googled in truck parking complaints.
Oh, God.
And
Never read the complaints. That's the first thing. You never go
the
to
thing
the...
is, there's lots of complaints. When you look on their website where it says reviews, Google reviews, I think it's one-sided because everybody is kissing their ass. It's the best thing ever since sliced bread. I mean, they
AI
with
generated.
no yeah. I mean, so let's see here. Truck Parking Complaint Center on the app's creating friction with drivers who feel they've been exploited and pushed into paying for spots they aren't always available or clearly marked. And they like to put them signs in some sneaky places, I've seen too. Despite some positive feedback on customer service and the need for reserved spots, key complaints and themes, the app and payment issues. Users report difficulty booking, lack of clear payment instructions, and frustration when being forced to save the payment info. Spam and notifications. Drivers receive excessive alerts for paid spots even when parked elsewhere or at home, with some locations not even having available spaces. Controversial business model. Complaints arise from the Truck Parking Club approaching truck stops to convert free spots into paid ones, which drivers see as taking advantage of the parking shortage. Misleading studies. OOID criticized the Truck Parking Club study for downplaying the parking shortage, with drivers feeling the company's PR contradicts reality. Lack of value and availability. Drivers find paid spots often unavailable, poorly marked, or in inconvenient locations, especially when they prefer free parking at truck stops where they already spend money. Convenience. Some drivers appreciate the service for booking guaranteed spots at gated properties or locations with severe shortages. Customer service. Some users have positive experiences with responsive customer service resolving issues. So, the overall sentiment, many drivers view Truck Parking Club negatively as an unwelcome intrusion that tries to monetize an already difficult situation, forcing them to pay for something they previously got for free, while Truck Parking Club positions itself as a solution provider. Then I looked up some more stuff, and our buddy, old Bonehead Trucker, old Ike, he's got a few videos on his YouTube channel you can check out about this. It has his opinion and thoughts on how this is going down. He remembers seeing and talking to them at the Louisville Truck Show a year ago when and I don't know if that's when they first come out or whether they're just putting a big push to advertise it. Was at the truck show last year.
Did we
was it
talk
last
to
year or the year before?
I don't remember us
we
talking
didn't
to him.
No, we didn't talk to him. I seen him. I mean, the bright yellow, you couldn't miss it.
Yeah, that was... I'm kind of thankful because I don't want it to be awkward or anything, but I also don't want to give them any microphone time at any point to
Oh,
talk about how
it being awkward. That is the best part of it.
I need some time to put together some real snatch for these people because
well, Landline Media had the article here, and says unacceptable and insulting. OOIDA calls out Truck Parking Club. This is dated September 5th of 2025 by Tyson Fisher, an analyst from OOIDA. Truck Parking Club released a study.
That's easy to say, huh?
Yeah, 3 times. Is commission that suggests there are millions of parking spaces. The Pay to Park company then launched a public relations blitz that included posts on social media claiming that there was no parking shortage. Truck drivers are crying foul, pointing out the Pay to Park app's claim are dubious, disconnected from reality, and damaging to the trucking industry. Published on August 19th, the study documents the significant shortage of effective large truck parking spaces and the economic costs of currently clearly suboptimal situation. The researcher made several claims, including drivers spend 56 minutes a day searching for parking, drive an extra 15 miles, and park at the wrong location for 2 hours. Poor choices. are costing the trucking industry more than $100 billion in increased costs and lost revenue, including nearly 400 per day for individual truck drivers. There are nearly 700,000 official truck parking spaces for 2.4 million trucks on the road each day, creating 1.7 million space shortage. Nearly 4 million entities provide more than 23 million parking spaces suitable for heavy trucks, nearly all of which are not publicly available. Government funding is highly unlikely. Therefore, the government's role should be make it easier for the private market to use land for truck parking. Essentially, there are millions of potential trucking spaces unavailable on private property. If those spaces were somehow unlocked, the parking crisis would be solved. The study then goes to say Truck Parking Club can do that and ends the study by giving out its contact information. In a social media post, Truck Parking Club proclaimed there is no truck parking shortage. The company backed that claim with the data from the research it commissioned. Oh, that's a mouthful. This is long. I got a lot on here. But you can go to our page and read it, but we'll hit the highlights still.
Yeah, as you go on, I have talked to Bill about this. Do you realize every on-ramp and off-ramp that we get on, some are bigger than others, some you couldn't do this, but there is enough acres from the highway to the on-ramp that they could put 5 to 40 trucks in some of these that are big enough, and just like they do when they rebuild the highway, they throw gravel down there, they put all their paving equipment there, and they could make parking all across the country that the federal government already owns the land.
When you're in Texas and you look at the service road between a ramp, you see them big dirt parking lots, how many trucks can you fit in them?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And they park them up down there.
This is not a problem in Texas.
Like right there on 30, on Highway 30 and 31 up there. They have a spot where they made a big place for parking.
Oh, yeah, the commuter lots there.
And you could park 50, and you could do that all across the country and make it safe and put barriers up and do it through the federal government cheaply and get it done. So,
and then there's everybody that likes to park on ramps, and I can never, ever see parking on a get-off ramp because all it takes is the one guy get tired and doze off and ass pack everybody on that side. If you're on the get-on ramp, at least you have the cushion. He's got to go up the hill and down to get you.
Or down the hill and up. It depends where the bridge is.
Just right off the hill. But anyway.
Either you're rolling out of the bunk or you're rolling to the back.
There's so many states that is illegal in. Yeah. And some of it is because of that, as far as the safety. Some of it is, and this is on the driver. It's on the drivers from the way they handle and treat stuff by throwing your piss bottles out, throwing your trash out. Why would any state want to have to clean up all your shit? You know, it's some of it's on the driver because they got to start stepping up and taking care of that kind of stuff.
The one I get the biggest kick out of is anytime you pull up to a rest area and it's about 1:30 in the morning, they're lined up 10 before the rest area on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
And 25 after the rest area on the other end.
And there's signs that says no parking on ramp on both ends.
Yeah, and then when you drive in the rest area, there's like 15 spots that you can park.
Well, that's because they've woke up and left already.
Or half of them just stopped out there. I'm not going in there.
When you get down in South Carolina and Alabama, Mississippi, those rest areas, you'll be in a parking spot. You'll be in a parking spot, and they'll be parked behind you.
Oh, they did that to me yesterday.
And there's no getting out. It's gridlock. It is gridlock. So, yeah.
They do that on that center one. They're on 40, just outside Little Rock.
I used to have to wake people up all the time so I get pulled out. Get out.
Oh, yeah. I've done that a few times. So, but that's the lovely part about parking everywhere. So, but I'm more like Bill. I'll find an off-ramp and I'll go down to the bottom down there. And
if you're in Ohio, they'll gladly wake you up early to give you a little.
They'll do that at the rest park
and give you a ticket.
They'll do that at the rest park. You don't have to go to the. You don't have to go off ramp.
The rest park on the ramp. If you're on the ramp, the rest park.
No, you can be in the rest park.
I've had those guys tell me that's a myth, that they're not actually doing that. I'm like, look, brother, it looks like you're rolling up in here about 3 or 4 thick messing with guys. Is what
I'm
it looks like to
driving
me.
by and they're walking around a guy's trailer in a parking spot in the breast area. So don't
Yeah.
tell me they ain't doing
I've
it.
seen you looking at
I'll tell
trucks
you
where
what,
the curtain was closed.
If I am sleeping and they knock on my door and I look out there, I'm going to get right back in bed.
Yep.
I'm not going to open that.
You can beat till your little arms content.
I'll
I'm
get
going
with
back
you
to sleep.
when I'm on duty.
Yep.
Oh
Come
my!
back at 8 o'clock, please.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
come-
8:01. I'll be gone at 8.
My clock starts at
Starts at
7:50.
7:45.
Mercy.
But
Well,
So
what
what do
else
you
we
got?
got?
So what do you got planned for next week?
Who, me?
Yeah, you got an idea what you're doing? You're going
Well,
north,
I'm
south, east, west. What are you
I'm doing Cerro, which is down in southern Indiana, on Monday. But then I think I'm doing a wastewater box to Cape Girardeau, Missouri, since I am once again the only person who
sludge.
can do those. Yeah, the wastewater sludge from the.
He's not
So-
the only one. He's the only one that gets picked to do it.
Well, I am
How
I am
tiny are them
indeed.
meatpads, Bill?
I'm not the only one that is
You got a
able
case
to
put
do
them
it.
in with some chrome polish?
But see, the thing is,
Are
we've
you
got
a
some
Clyde
drivers you can
Braden
send
or-
out there, but then they'll flip the box over and drag it on its roof all the way back
its
home,
roof.
and there won't be any tarp left on top of it. Who on earth could I be talking about, Dave?
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. Ain't nobody drug no damn box. I forgot more about roll-off than you'll ever know.
Yeah, that was obvious by the time that box got back.
He forgot, didn't he?
Bill had one going to Allegheny last week, and he goes, "Oh, the tarp come loose. I got
I
to
hate
start."
it, Paul,
And he
dude.
goes, "I ain't got it in me to set it on the ground and do it. It's too cold out
I
there.
ain't got it
Just
in
let
me."
that
What do you
thing,
mean
let
you
that
got it
thing
in you?
shred until
I
it
didn't
got
wanna
the
do it.
point- until it got to the point. It was the same box like me coming back from Cape
No,
Girardeau.
it was
It's
when
like,
you got to Allegheny and they left the daggone tarp. It's empty, but they left the tarp on and it had rained, and it'd be 100 gallons of water in between.
Well, there is
I
that.
would
there's
go in
that
there with
all
my
the
pocket
time.
knife and poke a hole.
See,
you're
the way
one
they-
ruining the tarps.
these
What are you
boxes,
going to do with 100 gallons of water?
they don't seal shut really, but they in the wintertime
They
they
leak
tarp
good.
they tarp these boxes at Omni.
Because they
And-
don't want the scrap to get wet that sits outdoors all the time.
Well,
they're gonna
whatever.
Loads it up.
Because they're scrapping it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it gets dumped directly into a pot, which
furnace.
goes directly into the furnace.
And when it's full of water, when it sits there with the tarps have kept
That's
nothing
It
out.
gets salt on it and it gets in the heat.
yeah, it is what it is. But this tarp looked like it was put on by a 12-year-old, and
Did you
Of
have
course
your
I
boys
didn't.
with you?
I didn't notice it before I put it up on the truck because it was dark and it was back in that back lot, and I just wanted to get it up on the rack and
And once
get
you
going.
strap a box down, there ain't nothing worse than have to unstrap it to put it back on the ground.
Well, it's
on-
so bad that you just don't do it.
On the Dragon, where you have to slide it back
The
and
dragon,
unhook the
where it's the
cable
one in
and
the
reel
front,
it.
and you got to take the back one back off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time. Yeah.
I didn't even want to unstrap it. I'm standing there. You know how you stand there and you look at
Oh.
it and your brain is going through all of the ways of getting this done without.
What was this magical voodoo you were showing these guys with the dragon with 2 boxes?
Well, I took 2 empty boxes down to a place, a roll-off outfit in
I'd never seen
North
that.
Carolina, and these guys, they were all in straight trucks too. These drivers, and they
They
never
had turbines
seen.
on too. They never seen a roll off.
No, these were some good old country boys down there in North Carolina. Now, they was some good old boys down there, but they were friendly. I mean, it was one of the best. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you about this, Dave. They brought the boxes out to me, right? The ones that they wanted me to take,
How?
but with a forklift.
Okay.
Drug it
Oh, you-
out, and then they drug it all the way to the back of my trailer while I was strapping down the first box. They grabbed the second one, they dragged it, and then
Line
they
it up
pushed
for
it.
you?
They lined it up perfectly with my rack.
So you
I
didn't even have to
I
get in
didn't
the
have
truck
to do
again.
shit, dude. I just ran it up on there and I was out. But they were just so, well, how do you get the box all the way up to the front of the rack? And it's got 2, I'm just showing them, and they were just fascinated. And they were going to tell the old man to buy one of them. I'm like, well, you've got there's some good things about it and some bad things about it, but most of all, I use it because it rides good. That's my thing.
They need to put a tarper on it.
Well, they were talking about doing that.
And they said, you can't do it. It's 2 different boxes. I said,
guys
one tarp will cover both boxes.
If guys would quit wrecking their trucks into Canadian drivers going down the road,
hey.
then they'd have a chance to get it in there. And get
My
that.
truck will be ready next couple weeks.
I saw they were dragging it out the other day. I saw that it still had, like, on the bunk, the
they hadn't finished that. That's what's left.
fire door. They still had some work to do.
Yeah.
But overall, it looked
new
pretty
funnel
good.
in the piece of the floor.
Oh, they got it all new. It's new everything.
Yeah, it looks good.
But
I mean, the truck was fairly new when he had it.
Your bucket over.
Did Steve, I don't think I told you, he ended up buying it back from the insurance company.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you what the dollar amount was. And you don't want to
I
know.
wouldn't say
Well,
it.
I wouldn't say it on here either.
You don't want to know. It was stupid. So
Well, you got that.
text
kind of
me.
money
Anybody
down.
wants
Don't
to know, just text me on any of the socials.
Yeah, we tell all.
I'll tell all on the social.
worry. Okay, 3.2 million. Sorry.
Oh. Well, anything else, or you want to wrap it up? Or where we at?
I'm doing in
Well-
Oklahoma, maybe 2 of them next week. I said, if you got one for Wednesday and one for Friday, give me both of them. I'll make 2 trips. It's only 700.
And since it's Dave, he got what he wanted. So there you
That's
go.
right.
10
It's only
4 over.
740 miles out there. I mean,
Well,
heck, that ain't
before we do get out of here, if anybody wants to email or send the owner of this truck parking club their opinion, the guy's name is Evan Shelley. He's the CEO and founder of Truck Parking Club. Discusses the truck parking problems on his own company addressing it. And his background is real estate and how he stumbled upon
course
the
it
truck
is.
parking industry. Well, I assume he stumbled on it because he figured out, wow, I can make money on this.
Yeah.
And if you click
and
right
what-
at the
It
top of
wasn't
the
help truck drivers. It was, well, I can make money.
yeah, if you click right on the top of the page where it says truck
Microphone,
parking
Dave.
near me and truck parking club,
There you go.
In our
It-
show notes.
it'll
Yeah.
be right up on the thing, and it'll bring the website right up, and you can watch it. Just go in through the link. So
Yeah, you know what? Let's get a little bit of shit talk going on. Let's talk a little smack about this.
all right,
Let's get a conversation going on social media about this, because I know it's just going to make us feel better to talk a little smack and see if
Well,
we can establish a line to this fucking guy. See what he's.
Also, I want to leave a nice note because these people, Truckers Paradise down there, the people we met, the CEO and the girl and everything was running everything, they were really nice people. And I don't want to leave people anything bad taste in their mouth, but they do have a little thing on here where they are thanking everybody that did support them and stuff. It says, thank you. Truckers Paradise was founded with a simple but powerful belief truckers deserve to be treated like royalty. Every day, truckers make incredible sacrifices, spending long stretches away from family, facing life-threatening hazards, enduring health challenges, all to keep country moving forward. Despite our passion and dedication, unexpected delays and cost overruns created challenges that could not be overcome. The landlord acted appropriately when the company was unable to meet its obligations. We are deeply grateful for the support and encouragement we've received from the Gainesville community, local businesses, and the many people who believe in the vision of Trucker Paradise. Your kindness, understanding, and enthusiasm meant the world to us. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to the leaders of the city of Gainesville who consistently demonstrated professionalism and excellence. I remain hopeful for the continuing growth and success of the mall and the entire Gainesville area. Most importantly, I want to thank every trucker who stopped by, shared a story, or reminded us why this dream mattered. Hearing how Truckers Paradise made an impact on your lives has been the greatest reward of all. Dean Ash, CEO. And that's the guy we met. So I'm
Yep.
sort of sad it didn't work out because it was a great premise, but it was huge. That's a lot to take on.
It was
something that
ambitious.
big.
It really
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably could have been another year or so in the planning and more backing financially for them, and I think they probably would have.
I mean, it was
succeeded.
great. You park your truck, they came to your spot and fueled you.
Oh yeah,
You wanted your truck washed, they came to your spot and washed it. Yeah, you
I
didn't
had
have
my
to do nothing.
doubts as to the sustainability of a concept like that. I mean, but it doesn't do any good to say
well,
those
it's
things
Texas.
now.
Everything's big in Texas.
Yeah, even the ideas. But anyway,
Remember, speaking of that, it reminds me of a joke, Bill.
let's have it.
I've told it before. I'm sorry. For some reason, I just get stuck on ones and I just can't get rid of them.
No, really?
Yeah,
I never seen that coming.
Something about there's a guy at the bar. He'd never been to Texas before, and he's sitting there drinking and gets hammered drunk, and he hears this airplane flying through. At least he thought it was an airplane, and he asked the bartender, says, "What's that?" He says, "That's a mosquito." He says, "You're in Texas. Everything's big in Texas." He says, "Oh." He keeps drinking and drinking, and a little bit later, he falls off the stool, and it's a long way to the floor, And he's like, "God." He gets up, and this bartender says, "What's going on?" He says, "I think the guy's ever going to hit the floor." He says, "That's a big chair." He says, "Everything's big in Texas." Well, he gets all drunk, and he tells him, "I got to take a leak." And he's like, "Go down the hall, second door on the right." Well, he goes down on the hall and goes the first door on the left and falls in the swimming pool. And he starts screaming, "Wait, wait." They're like, "What?" He's like, "Don't flush till I get out."
I have not heard that one before. So.
No, I ain't either.
It's terrible, but anyway.
Yeah, that's a perfect dad's joke. Fits right in.
Chuckle.
Fits right
It
in.
was clean. It was clean.
This group of
Okay, let's get out of
low
here.
lives that we are. So, any good food tips this week before we go? We got a couple minutes yet, so wrap up the next couple minutes and we'll kick out of here. So,
Yeah, that's. Let's see. Food tips.
anything new in town?
If
Anything
you're
new
not
around?
sure here's a tip. If you're not sure your refrigerator has been on, and you've been off work for a week, do not eat the roast beef. There. Okay.
Don't
Move
your
on.
refrigerator text you if the roast beef goes bad?
No. My truck refrigerator.
Oh, your truck refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one at home. I think it texts him and says, "Hey, Bill, you need to eat the roast beef. It's going bad."
Yep. So there you have it. That's your old buddy Bill. That was a free one. That was a nickel's worth of free advice for you.
And don't forget to change your bag and your bucket every now and then.
If it looks like a ham sandwich, don't eat it. Right?
That's right. That's right.
It looks like it's already got the cheese on it. Don't eat it.
There was something new about food. I did see something new this week. and
It
I
tastes
can't-
good.
Like I need one more
can't
damn thing.
I can't remember what it is. Oh, I know what it was. I noticed. We'll throw this out there too. TEA has stepped up. They've started buying some of these and fixing up these old places. Me and Bill talked about this earlier. I've been to 3. They've went back to golf. Golf is the fuel in Fort Wayne now. And when I went across Missouri, I went by 3 of them. They all had golf signs out there, which caught me off guard. I'm like, I'm not used to seeing the big golf ball out there no more. So,
Yep.
and they're painting them up and new concrete, fixing the holes and stuff. Now they're all not perfect yet. Long way from being perfect, but they definitely have stepped up. Fort Wayne's new place is much better. So
I did. Speaking of food, you wanted food. I did see something this week, and I'm going to try it. I bought a pork belly the other day and cut slabs like 1.5, 2 inches thick, and cooked them in the oven for 3 or 4 hours, and they were delicious. Seen on Facebook doing that, and then they pull them out and put them in a crock pot with I don't know how many bags of chocolate chips and chocolate cover them. Chocolate covered pork belly.
chocolate covered. Was it just
Oh
the
my!
chocolate chips?
I've had
or
chocolate
the-
covered bacon. It's
or was it
delicious.
the
With
chocolate
all that
chip?
salt and
Oh,
the chocolate,
It's perfect.
I can tell you, in my head, it makes perfect sense.
I've went to Kroger's and they sell strips of bacon dipped
They
in
sell
chocolate.
chocolate. Yeah, they
Yeah,
sell chocolate. That's
yeah.
where
I've
I've
had
had
that
that.
several times.
But they're doing pork belly that's that thick.
So,
And
yeah.
putting it-
It makes me giggle.
Guess what?
I ain't never going to get skinny knowing you guys.
no,
No,
It ain't never going to happen.
this is what always sticks in my head every time, and it flashes when you ever hear like Atkins diet or people eating bacon and stuff. It was the Bad News Bears where the catcher's the fat kid and he's got a plastic baggie and he looks at Billy Bob Port Thornton and he says, "Shut up, fucker! I'm on Atkins." Got a bag of bacon.
That is a good
Okay.
callback movie. But so,
take us
Where-
out, Dave.
where can you find us, Bill, on all these shows? Where might somebody send
Facebook,
evil?
Facebook, Instagram, X. You want to talk to us and talk to any of us, the Facebook is the way to go there, I think.
TikTok, lot. If you want to talk
Yeah.
to me, I monitor
If you
the
want to talk
TikTok.
to me,
He takes, well, Dave takes a lot of he'll chop up these videos and make shorts out of them and put them on the Tiki Taks and the reels and the shorts and all
We
that.
even got lots of comments on YouTube. So
Yeah, so there's that. Email us, show at 3ftruckers.org for now, or you can email 3fattruckers@gmail.com. One of these
Very
days,
good.
one of those is going to go away, but it
the
just
three
hasn't
fat
happened.
truckers at Gmail is going to stay. The other one.
Yeah, that's going to be that's
Yeah.
the free one. That's the one we ain't paying for.
Yeah.
There's a lot involved to just getting rid of an email address, though, when you've created all these accounts for all this stuff all over the internet, and you
Or-
have to have that email to get logged into that stuff. It's not as simple as just shutting it off.
or if
So-
you want to get a hold of Dave, you can text him at 260-300-0342.
Did you
That's
really?
260-300-0342.
That is our show number. More than
That
welcome to call
is.
it.
Shoot
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
a text. He'll gladly
Texas.
get back with you promptly.
It does. It comes right up on my phone, so I know if somebody's on there wanting to
Because
bother
I'll
me.
send him a random message all the time that says, "You guys suck."
And I'll text him
Just so
back.
he knows it's working.
I go, damn, you listened.
I know, that's what he
Thanks
says
for
me back.
watching.
That's what he says me back.
Like and subscribe.
Like,
Oh yeah, like and
yeah,
subscribe.
please do that. We do need to get.
Crying out loud, we ain't got nobody. Come on,
My
we
God, we are killing it on the shorts on
Yep.
YouTube, and we got 6 people. Come on,
It
we
is
need more than
tough to
6.
get people to like and subscribe.
Yes.
It's hard
It
to push
is
this
too-
button right here. I'm pushing it. Look. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it was so hard,
And
wasn't it?
don't forget, come see us this year at the Mid-America Truck Show, booth 38054, March 26th through the 28th. We'll be glad to make fun of you and talk to you.
Might even put you on camera. You never know.
Yeah.
If we
Well,
like
I
you.
don't-
Sit anybody down and talk to them for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need it. I got the
We don't
wrong
even
hat.
have to have a reason.
Well, that is true.
We'll make a reason up.
Well, guys,
All right.
I hope you have a good week. Anybody heading to Oklahoma this week, look for me. I'll be out there somewhere.
Like trucking it up, good neighbor.
Look for the Trail of Broken Tears.
All right.
That's good.
Well,
This has
this is
been
your buddy.
Steve.
This is your buddy Dave saying have a good week.
We're
We're all
pros.
getting out of here.
Yeah.
It's dinner time now.
Yeah.
Here I come,
Oh.
Fazoli. So,
Oh, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Bill, and I'll see you next week.
everybody be safe out there.
See you, folks.
Did that.